we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a squad from the American, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Riley. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Give out of the gun. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Starting to feel a little pressure. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He'll throw it. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a crease. It's Riley. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through.
Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Madsen. Fires left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays. You saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
The Pirates buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Caught behind the line. It's Montgomery. There he goes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Makes the grab, it's Montgomery. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Pirates have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Pirates headed quickly to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, East Carolina.
That defensive front was a stone wall on second down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They're trying to slam it in. drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up in the touchdown.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Throws for the tight end. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gonna run it. It's Riley. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got it in the middle. It's Sherrod. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
To throw, it's Madsen. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On target to the left. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Running into the open space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Broncos have a lot of options on second and inches. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let them go to work.
And the Broncos back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. After run, now throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Broncos! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Scrambling away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man on the right. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Carolina sending the offense back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Back to pass, it's Hauser. Makes the catch, it's Montgomery. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This is an offense that prides themselves on the ability to run the football, right? They trust those big bodies up front, and on 4th and 1, there was no question. They were going to go for it, they were going to hand it off, and they get the first down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Let's go! They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Off the play fake. Unleashes one deep. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Rush is on him. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Got his man to the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Caught in the backfield. It's Sherrod. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on 4th down.
That's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They want to run it left here. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And that one will give him the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll try the left side. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Quick strike complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, East Carolina.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And apparently oblivious to the concept of the play clock, it's another delay of game penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Riley. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down. There he goes.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Madsen. Makes the grab.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Here's a heat. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them. Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
And the Pirates, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Pirates.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late. Maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no.
It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it. The pressure gets to him. Down he goes, and that is just what the doctor ordered. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it.